Gladiator filter change for more acceleration? I don't know. Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty windy here, actually. So did changing the air filter, in the cold air intake on my Jeep Gladiator make it have better acceleration? Did it make it quicker? It's really weird because, of course, that's how your Gladiator breathes, right? It breathes in air through that air filter. So it stands to reason that if you clean it, it would be better for the truck, right? But does it make it any quicker? Well, it depends, I suppose. I mean, if you have a dirty, stinky, clogged filter, well, then you probably would notice a difference. Now, when I did the little change here, not long ago, and it wasn't horrible. I mean, it had some dirt and stuff in it. It had what almost looked like a couple burn marks. I don't know how that works. The air here is not that hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's not that hot. But anyway, it was dirty. Not filthy, stinky dirty, but dirty. So I changed it. I put the new air filter on. And I gotta say, I jumped in it this morning. This is the first time I think I've had it out since I put that new air filter in. And I gotta say, it feels quicker. I don't know, maybe it's the environment. I mean, it's 82 degrees here right now. Partly cloudy, that shouldn't make any difference. Fairly decent humidity, and I gotta say, it's very windy outside. You guys can probably hear the wind buffeting the Jeep as I'm driving around. So, it's not ideal conditions. I think that's more in the 65 to 70 degree range with low humidity. But still, it feels quicker to me. Now, it could all be in my head. I don't know. And speaking of quicker and cold air intakes, I get questions on the channel. People ask me, what are the benefits of putting in a cold air intake? Did it make the Jeep quicker? Do you get better fuel economy with it? What does it do? Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, what does it do? It doesn't do anything. It does a couple things. One, it looks pretty cool under the hood, right? I mean, I have the S&B cold air intake, and it has that nice, gorgeous, big plexiglass window, right? Where I can see that giant, expensive filter. $75 to get that thing to me, right in that range. So that's one thing. It's aesthetically pleasing. At least I think so. I like it. That's part of the reason why I did it. Secondly, it sounds awesome. If you paid attention in the beginning of this video, I did a little quick acceleration run. Nothing extreme. I think from a rolling start up to about 75 mile an hour, I think is what we did. But you can hear the engine running through, right? You can hear that cold air intake coming from under the hood, especially where you guys are sitting. You're not that far from it. Now, I don't have any aftermarket exhaust or anything else going on with my Jeep except bigger tires. I suppose you might be able to hear the bigger tires slapping the road more, although I gotta say I don't. But that's it. So all the sound that you heard, at least in the beginning there, that was simply the cold air intake. And that probably that's the biggest thing I think that I get from mine. Now, don't be confused. You're not going to get that sound from every cold air intake. I had a TRD cold air intake on my Tacoma, right? And my impression anyway was nothing. I didn't even get sound out of that. Now, some people say you do. I don't know. They must have a better toned ear than I do because I didn't hear anything out of it. So it's not like you can slap any cold air intake on your vehicle and get the benefits of a deeper, throatier sound. It just doesn't happen. I will tell you now, the best one that I've heard for the Jeep Gladiator is the Air Raid. My wife has that on her Jeep Wrangler now. She stole mine, and it sounds the best. You get the deepest, richest, throatiest sound from that cold air intake. Now you might ask then, well, why the heck didn't I go with that one? Well, I did. I had it on this Jeep. She liked it, but I had one problem with it, and that was the aesthetic part. It didn't have a very big window. It was really a pretty small oval window to be able to see the filter inside, and that was it. And I didn't like that. I wanted something bigger. I wanted something that I could see a lot more. So that's really why I changed it. If I was only going for sound, it absolutely would be the Air Raid cold air intake. It's number one in my opinion from the ones that I've heard, and I've heard several. Now, back to other benefits, fuel economy. I have never noticed any difference with it whatsoever. You will get better fuel economy if you change out the filter, if you have a dirty filter. Because obviously, the more air you can get into that engine, the more efficiently it's going to run. And you might notice a little bump in fuel economy that way. Maybe 1 or 2 miles per gallon, something like that. Power-wise, you know, a lot of the cold air intake people say that they're going to give you a 10% increase, or they're going to give you 10 to 15 more horsepower, 5 to 10 more horsepower. Well, I'm here to tell you, it may be true. If you put it on a dyno, you do several runs, take the average, you might see it in the numbers. But you're not going to feel 5, 10, 15 horsepower while you're out cruising around. It's just not enough. So, you know, I don't take much stock in that, because if I can't feel it, it ain't happening. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of let you guys know, because I did find that it seems to me that changing out that filter, and I'm sure it's all in my head, but it seems to me like the Jeep is just that nth of a degree quicker. I don't know. If you've changed your filter recently or gone to one of these high performance filters, you know, the ones that claim you're going to get all these vast improvements, did you get any? I'd be curious to know. Leave a comment. Also, real quick, if you're interested, I have 2 other channels now. The big one is Rob Motive. It's all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And the other one, number 3, is brand new, relatively. It is Rob Motive Civic, and it's about my experiences with the Honda Civic Sport hatch, the Honda Civic Sport Touring, and the Honda Civic Type R. Check that out. Also, don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. It's free. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.